In the last hour, allegations have emerged in a newspaper about a BBC presenter.
So The Sun claims that a well-known presenter is accused of giving a 17-year-old more than £35,000 in return for sexually explicit images. The family, it's reported, complained to the BBC on May the 19th this year and begged them to make the man stop sending the cash, which they claim is feeding a drug habit. The Sun reports that the male presenter has been taken off air.
Well, there's a national guessing game going on at the moment. Who is this? Top BBC star in Sex Pics probe.
I've seen all day major stars coming out and saying it's not me. So you've had Jeremy Vine, Ryland and various other people have had to go out because they've all been named as being the major star.
We do have some breaking news for you this afternoon. We've had a statement from the BBC in the last few minutes, and it says, "We can also confirm a male member of staff has been suspended."
Jason, I understand you have some breaking news.
It's actually come from the BBC because it is a letter from a lawyer to the BBC, a lawyer who represents the person at the centre of these allegations, who claims that what was printed in the Sun newspaper was rubbish.
And this is actually a pretty big moment for British tabloid journalism as much as it is for the BBC.
Tim Davie, the Director General, is being interviewed by the BBC itself on radio this lunchtime.
Male presenters on air who are having to go on air to say that it's not them. It's not a sustainable situation, is it?
It is a very difficult and complex situation.
We just had an update from the Metropolitan Police about this. We have asked the BBC to pause its own investigation while we continue our assessment to establish whether there is evidence of a criminal offence being committed. There remains no police investigation at this time.
Well, we start with more breaking news this hour because BBC News has spoken to a young person in their early 20s who says they felt threatened by the same BBC presenter. This young person was first contacted anonymously by the BBC presenter via a dating app and claims the presenter then sent menacing messages.
And this is the latest front page from The Sun tonight. It is reporting the BBC presenter broke lockdown to meet another young stranger.
This will come as a huge shock to viewers. We've had a statement within the last few minutes from Vicky Flynn, who is the wife of Huw Edwards, who named him as the BBC presenter facing allegations and said about her husband that he was suffering from serious mental health issues and is now receiving inpatient hospital care where he will stay for the foreseeable future, and she asked for privacy for her family.
This is what detectives have now said. Detectives from the Met Specialist Crime Command have now concluded their assessment and have determined there is no information to indicate that a criminal offence has been committed. There is no further police action. As such, the Met has advised the BBC it can continue with its internal investigation. It's quite an extraordinary moment where we have this situation where this leading television personality, his family felt he has to be identified over something which the police have decided tonight actually is not worth them investigating.
And he has been.